Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Stephen and Paul here. First of all, how are you feeling? How are you enjoying Edinburgh so far?
It's my first time here, and I'm getting with the weather, I'm getting the full experience, apparently. Yeah, it's great. It's perfect.
How's the fan interaction been for you, Paul?
Say again?
How's the fan interaction been here in Edinburgh?
Very nice. I love being in Edinburgh. I love being in Scotland. My dad lives up in Shetland, so he's far-flung Scotland. I first came here in 1981 with the part of the Edinburgh Festival.
Oh, yes.
That's the year I was born.
The year I was born. The year Stephen was born. I was on stage, darling, here in Edinburgh. I love this place.
Was this for the Fringe Festival?
Yeah, it was for the Edinburgh Fringe. Yeah, the festival. Yeah, it was the National Youth Music Theatre.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Let's get a cheer for welcome back, Paul. There we go.
Lovely to be back to Edinburgh.
Welcome back. Well, obviously, we have a lot of amazing actors that we've talked to here today, and you guys have been on a reunion with John Barrowman. Was there anyone else backstage that you were happy to see or meet for the first time out of all the great actors we have here?
So I met Hunter, is it Doohan? Hunter Doohan last night, and my wife and I are watching Your Honor at the moment. So it's just fun to see him, and saw Jared Padalecki, saw his wife Jen. I hate him.
Wait, what?
No, I don't. No, just a bunch of people. Yeah.
Paul, who are you excited to meet or to be reunited with here in
Well,
Scotland?
no, I just saw Andy Serkis and had a little bit of a wobble. It's like, oh, there's Andy Serkis. He's an impressive man. Nice to say hello to Jared, actually, earlier on. Yeah, nice to see him. Mark Shepherd, sort of grunting and moaning about something. Love you, Mark.
Yes. Well, I had the same reaction when I saw Andy Serkis. Huge fan, of course. Talking about being starstruck, because we love as fans to know that celebrities like you get starstruck just like we do. How has that happened for you in either work or at a Comic-Con? Who have you met that you really went, wow, this is a big deal? Other than each other.
First time I met Stephen.
Oh, I saw. I was on a plane the other day with John Barenthal, and I like his work in a bunch of stuff. And I had just rewatched Fury, and I think I had rewatched The Wolf of Wall Street. So I feel like I was going through his filmography through the week, and then I ended up on a plane next to him. Great guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colton Haynes.
Yes! Give her up for Colton Haynes. Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Hello. Well, we might as well start with you. How has the experience been so far here in Edinburgh?
Oh, There's
some people in the room.
Oh yeah, it's been great. It's been very, everything's fast paced, but I'm glad if it was hot here, I would be dead. So, but otherwise it's great. Everyone's very nice. There's so many people here. Wow. Everyone's so lovely here. So I'm happy to be here.
Got a great group of people here in Edinburgh. Guys, if you'd like to ask a question, what do you say we head up to the microphone? Don't be shy. And we already briefed them on, being respectful of the strike, so no specifics. If we can help Mark with the microphone. Thank you, Aaron. Give it up for Mark, everybody.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hi.
First of all, Stephen, I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of yours. I've followed Arrow since the pilot. I've followed your work all the way through. I love your work professionally. I'm an actor myself. I love the devotion that you put not only into physically, but developmentally over the years. You put yourself through hell.
Thank you.
5 years of hell, but So I just wanted to ask, did you? People are probably going to get sick of hearing me asking this question. Did you have a specific process that you went through to sort of develop in your own head your character, your own version of such an iconic character who everybody's seen in comics and animated screens throughout the years? Did you have a specific process that you went through, or was it just look at the script and do as you're told?
That's it, right there. No, my process has always been the same for the past 10 or 12 years. Irrespective of the project, I've always been working with really good people. So, you know, whether it's Arrow or Heels or Turtles, doesn't matter the job. I prep by reading the script over and over and over and over again. So I don't just know my stuff, I know everyone's stuff. I know the entire story, so that I can feel confident on set if anyone comes to me with a question, or I can just be the wallpaper if need be. And then I've just really tried to hand myself over to the people that are directing and producing and show running whatever that project is, because they've always had a really specific idea of what they're looking for. And then you start to take more ownership of it over time.
Was there no sort of personal touch that you added in after reading the script, or was it just purely...
Yeah, there's, especially as I play a character longer, there will be parts of it that are like, oh, that's you. And I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Come on up and ask your question. Hi there. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. As you can see, it's my 21st birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlotte.
Thank you. So I just wanted to know what all you guys did when you turned 21.
Oh, good question. La la. Uh-oh.
I'll go first. Nothing special, because the drinking age in Canada is 19. So 21, it was like, yeah.
Funny day,
weren't
that
you
one.
here on stage? Nothing.
I was on stage singing a song. No, I was working a sensible job from 18 to 21. It was the Lloyd's of London in the city in England. And insurance, yeah. I fell out of school with nothing, so I just got basically a job scrambling up from the bottom. And I was at 21. I'd done all right. I'd worked very, very hard, and I'd sort of proven myself, and I was doing well, and I was on the right track. I was starting to think, hang on a minute, 2 weeks summer holiday a year and 1 week at Christmas and doing the same job was a bit boring. But anyway, at lunch, I was taken out for my birthday by some of the staff around me. And I got very, very drunk. And I ended up going into basically the head of the whole organization, going through the offices and saying, "It's my man, 21, thank you, man, I love you. Right up the top, right to the CEO, right to the top person, and ended up sitting on his lap. And he took it well, but he did ask me to leave. And I left. In fact, I left the whole of the city of London about 2 months later.
Oh, I don't even remember.
It was that good?
I mean, it's that wild. No, I do have a photo from my 21st birthday of me in a 7-Eleven buying, I mean, I was drinking for years at that point. But I was buying like a pack of Bud Light Limon, like lime Bud Light, like the trashiest thing you could buy. Yeah, I remember, because even in LA, like people start going out and doing stuff a lot earlier, but I remember I was with a bunch of my friends, so that was important. So hopefully you have friends here you can hang out with.
Yeah, what are you
gonna do?
What are you doing aside from being here?
I've actually got a few things planned, but we're being here this weekend, and then I'm going to Alton Towers on Tuesday. I went to see Heathers the Musical last week.
I love that musical.
It's
so freaking good.
And then I've got afternoon tea planned, and then a tea party with all my family.
That sounds very reasonable and sensible and smart.
Don't forget to get drunk.
What was your name?
Charlotte.
Can we give Shannon a big cheers for her birthday and wish her a very happy birthday? Thank you for being here on your birthday. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi again, Stephen. So, actually, Paul, you were saying about how your dad's from Shetland. Well, I've come from Orkney, if you know where that is.
Oh yeah, just on the way to Shetland.
Yeah. But my question is, if you could be any fictional character, what would it be? Like, all three of you.
Fictional.
Yeah, like fake.
I don't want to be held to this answer forever, but I'm going to go with Winnie the Pooh.
I'd go for Eeyore, the donkey.
I'd be Pikachu.
Thank you so much.
Those are all adorable answers. I didn't think you'd go that direction at all. Hi there.
Hi. Hi, my question is for Stephen. When you were in the WWE for that small amount of time, what was your favourite part about it?
My favorite part about being in WWE was I thought that it would be the entrance, but I was so nervous that if you go back and watch, you'll notice that I forget to get in the ring.
I did not remember that.
That's how nervous. Oh, you do?
I do.
I'll deny it then.
I didn't notice.
No, I was so nervous I forgot to get in the ring. My favorite part of that entire experience was the area that they hold you in before you go out into the ring. It's called the gorilla position. And when I went back through the curtain afterwards, back into gorilla, everyone was standing, and I got like a round of applause that greeted me when I came back, which they do for people like if it's your first match, or if it's an exceptional match, or if you win a championship or something. So, it's like Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon and Hunter and Cody and you name it, like Arn Anderson and Road Dogg and all these guys were, Stephanie, and all these people were back there. That was a really cool, special moment. I'll never forget it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and
Go a bit closer to the mic.
hi, I'm Tyler, and my mum's a big fan of Stephen, as I'm sure many mums are.
You're into the mums now.
It's most of the mums. But I was just wondering if it was allowed that you could she couldn't be here today, so could you maybe take my phone and make a video?
At the end of the panel, you come around the side, I'll do a video for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I was just wondering, what do you think of WWE coming to Glasgow at the end of the month?
Are they coming? Yeah, I saw they're doing a European tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be back here. I think I'm going to go see them in London. Good people. They're having a good run right now. We need to get a big pay-per-view in Scotland for you guys. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Can adjust accordingly, no worries.
Hi, Fred. So, you've just done a wrestling show. What do you think about Paul and Colton doing wrestling?
Ooh.
What do I think about Paul and Colton wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, the best. Although Paul strikes me as more of a manager.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for saying that. You saved me. But the dignity, thank you.
Yeah, just with your English accent and the sort of the way that you're appointed, and I mean, you
Just try to jump on his head from a little bit higher, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, you just said that you would be Eeyore. You could be a bad guy manager, big time.
Eeyore, that's my manager name, my WWE manager name, Eeyore.
And I like Colton. There's a group called the Spirit Squad back in the day.
Oh my
You'd nail the Spirit Squad.
I'd be like the water boy. I mean, I could do it. I mean, I used to wrestle, but I played all sport. I'm like, I do this shtick where I'm like, oh, sports, like it's a gay thing, but I played all the sports and stuff. But I used to wrestle, but I got beat so bad. But which, mind you, it was by a girl, but she beat like all of the guys. And I didn't continue because I was hurt. So she like kicked my ass. So
by the way, this makes sense. You do that thing where you're like, oh, sports, whatever. But then I'm on your Instagram page and I'm watching you smoke forehands down the line at like 90 miles an hour.
I'm
like, wait
hang on a minute. Yeah.
it's a shtick.
Faker.
I like playing sports. I couldn't name a Yankee if I tried, but I can hit pretty well.
Yeah, I'm totally on his side. Thank you.
Possible WWE careers, you never know. Hi there.
Distinguished looking gentleman.
What's your favourite scary movie? Do you know,
I got this inherent dislike for scary movies because they're scary. I don't like being scared. Having said that, I did sit down with my stepson the other day and watch Jaws, which I know doesn't come up there in terms of all that, and the shark's a bit daft and all the rest of it, but it's just one of the greatest films ever. The angles, everything about it, it's just superb.
I like The Exorcist, the OG. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Scary movie. Fuck. Whoa, wait. What's that movie that? Oh my
Heathers?
God. Oh, Heathers. Terrifying. No. Mean Girls. No, I'm kidding. With the 13 Ghosts. We know someone who's at. No, JR in Teen Wolf. He's in that movie. That scared the shit out of me. Yeah. So 13 Ghosts. Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Great question. Thank you.
Hi guys, you were all on the same show obviously, but left at different times in very emotional ways. How emotional was it in real life?
I cried so bad that I was crying so bad when we weren't filming, I can say that we weren't able to use what happened.
Oh, that was bullshit, though. That was the director was wrong. You were great. Should have told him to fuck off. Part of my language.
Yeah.
They don't swear in Scotland, Stephen.
We still got it, but I think it was like extremely emotional, which I wasn't expecting, but it really hit me.
Can you remind me, what was your exit story?
I drive off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
But then I came back, so yeah.
I was, yeah, it was really kind of emotional. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was, the whole like family thing and all the rest of it, you know, it's a much used term, but it is. And, you know, like most families, it's a bit dysfunctional at times and all the rest of it, but even if it's dysfunctional, whatever, there's great bits and weird bits but it's a thing that exists, whatever it is. And when you're suddenly extrapolated from it after sort of six years, I think, for me, and there's been so much emotion along the way, just as a unit, and then actually through the acting itself and the relationships that have been created, you know, in this sort of other world. Yeah, and you suddenly go, okay, see you later then, bye. You're like, oh, hang on a minute. There's a bit of a hole happening here. And I went straight on to another show, but it was no other experience like the Arrow one in terms of that deep family element. It was yucky leaving.
I don't remember exiting particularly for me when that happened. Although we did film the last scene last, which was nice. You don't always get to do that. For me, the thing that I really remember throughout the course of mostly through the final season, was it seemed like every episode my character was saying goodbye to someone, and that was the emotional element for me. Paul's episode in particular was, you know, he'd been gone for a little bit, and then he and I basically get to spend, you know, almost like 10 days working nonstop around the clock, and then you got to say goodbye again. It's like, bye, you know, trying not to let the emotions that you build up over close to a decade of working with people bleed into your actual performance is challenging. It is.
That was a fun episode.
I cried. Your last episode. Small follow-up. Have you seen there's a wrestling ring, and are you tempted?
Oh, look.
There is a wrestling ring. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Have I seen any?
Nope.
Good question, though. Thank you. Come on up.
Good boxing.
Hi guys, I'm Jack. My question's for all three of you. Who was it who gave you the motivation to be where you are now and got you to where you are now?
Who gave us the motivation to be where we are now?
I kind of alluded to it earlier on. I was here in 1981 at the Edinburgh Festival. I was so fortunate to be part of the National Youth Music Theatre, and there was a director there, Jeremy James Taylor, and he's still active today with it all, and it was a real inspiration. Real inspiration.
Perfect. Thank you.
It sort of changes over time. 99.9% of my motivation from my kids now. Yeah, it's easy.
Yep.
I mean, like Beyonce and Rihanna, NSYNC, Adele, Blackpink, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Beyonce, Kelly and Michelle.
I could agree with Rihanna.
Courtney Love?
Yeah. Oh God, so many more. Anita, Karol G, Bad Bunny, J Balvin. Yeah, the list goes on.
Perfect. Thank you. Have a lovely
That's
time
so
in
beautiful.
Edinburgh.
I had to.
Thank you.
Said.
Hiya.
Hi, I'm Raquel. I love listening the podcast Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum, that Stephen, you've been a few times. And through that podcast, because I became a big fan of you by listening to you there. So my question is, what podcast, for the three of you, what podcast do you really like to listen?
What podcast do I really like to listen to, or what that we'd like to be on?
Either.
What, listen to?
Yeah.
I really like the Daily podcasts from the New York Times. That one's good. There's a, I don't know. Go ahead for a second.
Now I want to ask you, which one would you want to be on? Because I know you want to answer that one.
I mean, one doesn't really particularly come to mind.
Oh, really?
I listen to a lot of wrestling podcasts. There's a really good podcast called, I don't even know if you would call it, it's kind of like somewhere between a podcast and an audiobook, and it's called Nothing Much Happens.
Yeah.
And it's a story where nothing much happens, and I listen to it to go to sleep.
Cool. Thanks.
I'm going to try that one. I mean, to be honest, I listen to a whole bunch of different podcasts, but one that always stands out for me and is always a great go-to pretty much at any time is the Mark Maron. He does a great podcast, actor, comedian, dude, who he says it himself. He doesn't interview the people he has on, which can be anything from skateboard champion of blah blah to Obama.
A sitting president.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, he's got a real array. But he has a conversation with them, and each of them is very, very unique. Did you ever listen to the Ben Kingsley one?
No.
It's the most awkward, weird one ever. It's a horror show. It's a train wreck, but it's brilliant. But anyway, Mark Maron, look him up.
Cool. I'll look it.
There's a podcast called Las Culturistas that Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers do, and also The Bald and the Beautiful that Trixie and Katya do. I love those two podcasts.
Oh my God. We're going to be best friends, you and I think. Oh my God.
Cool. Thank you.
Great question. Thank you. I'm still laughing at Beyonce, by the way. I keep giggling to myself.
Oh.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi.
I'm Chloe, and I love horror movies, and I would like to know what you think about horror movies.
Want to know what they think about horror movies? Yeah, she loves horror movies. She wants to know what you guys think about horror movies.
A bit scary.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I would love to do one. I think it'd be fun.
You don't think they're scary?
No.
If they're not scary, what are they?
Funny.
Funny? What kind of kid are you, kid?
Felicity. Yeah.
I went over to my friend's place when I was in second grade, and his dad let me and my friend Brett watch A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. And I didn't sleep for a month after that, and it led to my dad actually getting into a fist fight with Brett's dad.
Boy, that's rough. Was that the first one you ever saw?
The first
horror movie, scary movie.
Yeah. To the point now where I was at a convention and Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, was there. Yeah. And I didn't go anywhere near him. I wanted nothing to do with him. To this day, if I'm alone in a house, I will not watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. No.
The Evil Dead is one of my favorites. That is just genius. What's your favorite?
Probably the Poltergeist. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Oh,
how old are you?
That's scary.
11.
11, you shouldn't be watching Poltergeist.
Where are your parents?
They're dead. I killed them last night.
My bad. Good job, Mom. Good job. Thank you very much for your question.
Bye.
I love her. all the way from Scoops Ahoy. Hi, guys.
Hi, I'm Alien, and I'm just going to say first that I love the Green Arrow.
Thanks.
I actually got inspired to write my own fan fiction, which is still in the works, which is Arrow Girl and the Blood Archer. I still need to write it, all of it. But I do have a question, and also do with the Flash. But if you could pick any other DC hero, what would it be?
If I could pick any other DC hero, do you guys have thoughts as well?
What?
Thoughts about any other DC hero you could play? Yeah. My first DC comic that I read growing up was Lobo. That'd be a fun one. Apparently I'm the only one that read it.
Weirdo.
Mark's into it.
I get DC and Marvel muddled up, so I can't say.
I don't know.
I
get them confused.
I never get it
yeah.
right. Spider-Man?
I know. Because I want to say something, but it's probably going to
Just say it, Colton.
Yeah, we won't judge you.
It would be fun to play this character. I would never even attempt because, I mean, Grant did it so beautifully, but it would be fun to do something fun like, like The Flash or, it would just be a fun kind of character, especially the way that, Grant had played it, like kind of, I don't want to say clumsy, but he was just it just seems like a fun character to play. Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? Which, was it in one of the Spider-Man films, Alfred Molina played some character that had like
Dr. Octopus.
What was it?
That
was a good one.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, I take it back. I want to play Robin. Scratch Robin. That's what I want to play.
Oh yeah, you take good Robin.
You would make an amazing Robin.
Well, I used to like...
Batman and Robin.
I used to like Batman until the Green Arrow came. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Time for a few more questions. Don't be shy. Step right up.
Hi guys.
Hey, what's up?
My name's Aidan, and I've got a question for Stephen and a question for all three of you as well. First one is about your time on the Super Oreo Ninja course, and the question is, what was your reaction when you got asked to be on it, and what were you like? How did you feel afterwards? Like were you sore? Were you really sore the next day or that? And my other question is for all three of you is, what's your favourite sci-fi movie?
What was the first part of the question for me that made me sore afterwards?
Basically, what was it like to get a phone call that you were going to be doing the Ninja Warrior course, and what were you like the next day after you'd done it?
Yeah, so I did the Ninja Warrior course, and I thought that I tore both my biceps while I was doing it because I lost feeling in my arms below my shoulders. It turns out that I had something called compartment syndrome, which is when you get so much fascia built up around a muscle that none of the lactic acid can escape. So my arms ached for like 6 weeks after that. I had to get a ton of physiotherapy. It was brutal. Yeah. I'd obviously do it again immediately, but it was brutal.
Your second question was favorite sci-fi movie all around from you guys.
The original Star Wars.
The OG.
Alien. The first Alien.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Never seen that one.
Pardon?
Never seen that one. Not yet.
Would you say you'd never seen Alien?
No.
You gotta see that.
It's good. It's terrifying.
It is one of the greatest. So scary.
Watch the director's cut.
Cheers.
I don't remember the name of it, but it's the alien movie where the aliens' legs, their knees bend backwards, and there's a bunch of those fans in Palm Springs. What are those things called?
I really want to help you
It's
right
an
now,
alien
Colton.
movie where their legs bend backwards, And in the movie, there's a lot of those fans in Palm Springs. That's all I know. But I remember the movie being great.
Sounds scary.
And I genuinely
Val, any
enjoyed
ideas?
it.
Sounds scary, man. They are going to be at the autograph area, so if you think of if you know what it is, come tell Colton.
I'll then got it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We have time for one final question, guys, and we've got to get back to the autograph area and figure out what that movie is. Go ahead. Is that okay? Oh, thank you so much. We're going to answer it. You'll be our final question, sir, in the back. Go ahead.
Hi. Stephen, I wanted to ask you, I saw that you narrated Cody Rhodes' documentary, and I wanted to ask you, what's your relationship with Cody like behind the screens and everything like that?
Yeah, so I was incredibly honored to narrate Cody's documentary. I don't know if I think I might technically be allowed to talk about it within the parameters of the strike, but I'm going to err on the side of caution because I don't want to get crucified on the internet again. So it was great. Behind the scenes, I was just texting with him today. He's busy. I mean, the WWE has they go year round, but there is a season, okay? And it starts right around Survivor Series, into the Royal Rumble, into WrestleMania. So he's starting to build towards that. Hopefully, if he's here, I'll see him when he's in London. But he's good. Busy.
Yeah.
Bust life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Nicole. First of all, my son who's sitting at the back is a big fan of the arrow and the flag. First question to Colton. I've been a fan of yours since Teen Wolf. What was your favourite out of the two to work on? And my second question for all three of you is, are you very glad that the Arrow never did a musical episode?
I can't. There's not a favorite. There's definitely different. I was young when I think I maybe was 20 when I first started. Well, no, because we started like 2 years before it actually aired, and so that was like college for me, and then but it was still, I loved both of the projects. It's also really cool because when I come to these conventions, it's like there's my Teen Wolf cast is here and then Arrow cast is here, and so it almost feels like a big family just because we all see each other. But I can't pick a favorite, but I think it's overall positive with both. So.
But the musical episode, I feel satisfied that we didn't do a musical episode because I'm the reason we didn't do a musical episode.
Always been a big fan of Stephen Amell.
Although, if they had told me that you were going to tap dance and sing, I probably would have gone for it.
That reminds me of the crossover episode, the German one.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm having conversations with the producer, Mark Guggenheim, can't really go there, can we? Nah. Anyway, yeah, musical, lovely, another time.
Never know. There's always the future.
Never know. Hiya.
Hi, my name's Kayla, and my question's for Colton. I was just wondering, what was your favourite part about filming Teen Wolf the movie was?
Say the last part again, sorry?
What was your favourite part about filming Teen Wolf the movie was?
Your favorite part about Teen Wolf the movie? Yeah.
I mean, at that point, because we've been doing Teen Wolf. We've all known each other for like 15 years. And so getting back to do that was kind of a shock for all of us. So I think it's, we all became so close, obviously offset, that when we heard that it was going to happen, we were like, we haven't been teens for like 20 years. But then they made us all like, older. But I was in shock. But I'm happy that it happened.
Thank you. We're going to do our final question right here. Hey, Spidey.
Hi, my name is Oliver, and I was wondering what your favorite episode of Arrow was to film.
Can we answer that?
We can say like off
Do you remember the first episode?
Yeah.
So do I.
I'll go along with that.
Yeah, when I got the news, I can say that, right? Yeah. I would say the beginning, just the whole process of finding out that it was going to happen was so special for me. Yeah, so the beginning.
Very special for us to have you guys here and go through all those memories. Thank you so much. We're going to do a group photo, but before that, please show your appreciation for Stephen, Paul, and Colton.